I'm a retired civil engineer, and I've been a volunteer with Angeles National Forest for about 40 years working on trail maintenance and that sort of thing. And since I was a Boy Scout, I knew that the maps and stuff were wrong when I'd hike the mountains. So I set up a private foundation, nonprofit foundation, in order to fund activities in trail maintenance as well as for the mapping that I wanted to do. And this was a way for me to sort of direct my tax money into an area that I thought was very important. Then all of a sudden, I had 3 new partners in my life. I had the Internal Revenue Service with its nice little 25-page package of gobbledygook. I had the Franchise Tax Board as another partner. And I had the Attorney General of the state of California as another partner. And I had to keep track of all of the interest and dividends, the short-term capital gains, the long-term capital gains, all my expenses. It just became a nightmare for me every month to catalog all this stuff. So I met Larry Meyer, who just happened to be a director of the Community Foundation of the Verdugos.
So we got to talking about how his foundation was working and what problems he was having. And I thought this would be a really good opportunity for him to be able to have a professional entity that was actually an operating charity come over and take over what he was doing, take all that administrative burden off of him. He knew I was on the board of the Community Foundation. And I said, you know, you really ought to sit down and talk to Edna Kavrinsky and see what can be done about this.
All of a sudden, the partnership here with the Internal Revenue Service, the partnership with the Franchise Tax Board, and my partnership with the Attorney General were turned over to the Community Foundation of the Verdugo. So then all I had to do basically was once a year I fill out a little form selecting the amount of money to go to an organization of my choosing, and that's all that I have to do now. I don't have this nightmare, and my 3 partners are now gone from me.
If you have a private foundation that is taking the fun out of charitable giving, or if you are interested in starting a foundation focused on giving and not governing, contact the Community Foundation of the Verdugos to learn more.